Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Meadsy69 and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at this tank right here. It is back in stores. It is the Object 252U. I love this tank. I really do love this tank. A few people, i.e. Bushka, will say that this tank is OP. I don't think it's OP. I think it's a great tank. In fact, it's an amazing tank and probably borderline OP. But people think it's OP because of the armor. Now, the armor's very, very good, but it's got that massive weak front plate that is weak and it's really big. So if you can, I mean, the turret is amazing. The side, you can bounce from your rear, from the side, you can bounce from almost anywhere except for that front plate because it really is big. And when you think you are hull down, that front plate sticks up because it is really, really big. Now, what I do think is probably a bit too good in this tank is the accuracy. The accuracy just feels absolutely amazing. It really does feel good, and you hit some shots that you think, how the hell did that hit? So if anything, people think it's OP because of the armor. It's not. It could be potentially OP or close to OP because of that accuracy. It's got gun depression. It's got a quick reload. I suppose it's not a bad reload. It does 460 alpha instead of your 400. So all that put together, it does make a fantastic tank. But you can be penned. You're not impenetrable. You can be penned. I was getting penned by this SP1C. And in the next game, I'm also going to get penned by an SP1C. And I mean, here we've just bounced an EXP, which has fantastic pen. In fact, one of the best pens in tier 8 heavies. And I bounced from my rear. So things like that, yes, it's troll. But all you got to do is aim. All you got to do is aim. Now, he bounced my rear because he just didn't aim. And again, people think you can bounce from your sides, and then they moan, that OP tank, blah, blah, blah. But it's an IS tank. ISs, IS8, IS7s, they all bounce from the side. They are very, very troll armor from the side. Now, it's a lovely credit earner. Nearly 4K there, second class, and we earn 108,000 credits. Now, this tank in Blitz stores, I think it's only been for sale once or maybe even twice. I think once before. So this time it has come back for gold. And if I'm honest, I'm not trying to sell the tank because I get ripped from so many people when I turn around and say this tank's amazing, go buy it. But it's for sale for, as what I believe, 12,500 gold. That is what Wargaming has told us NDA contributors, that it is 12,500 gold, and with that you get a slot, you get full equipment, you get an avatar. I personally think that's a really, really good deal for this tank. It's a very good tank that for 12,500 gold, if you've got 12,500 gold, you will not get a better tank than this. I know a few tier 9s, I mean the T55A has not long been in store for 10,000 gold. But to be honest, I would pick this all day long over a T55A, even if it is a tier below. It's amazing fun, and you can see even here, I've got the ratings camo. I've been playing it in ratings, and I've been doing very well in ratings. I've got a nice win rate, I've got nice average damage. I mean, this is the second battle you see. I played this tank 2 battles. 2 battles to get this footage. We have got a replay from someone else as well. But I played it for 2 battles. This was actually my first battle, and the battle that you've just seen was my second battle. So we're on Rockfield. We've got 1 tank down, and I have been penned from the whatever that tank, the T34, and now I do sort of make an error. I'm just backing up. I didn't expect that Leopard PTA to come round. I was hoping just to get some shots in on the M103. So you can see I'm getting penetrated easily. The Leopard is now going to track me, and the M103 is going to pen me. So I'm now a one-shot, so I really want to take care of this M103 because I can still take one shot from this Leopard PTA. So the best thing to do when you are playing this tank is angle. Even if you've got no cover, always come in at an angle, because as I said, that bottom plate is very weak and it's very, very big. Now I'm only on 71 HP now. I've got a dead driver, my tracks, I've got no repair kits, but I'm still on 2.7k damage. We've still done pretty good considering it is a tier 9 game. The Conway there, nice tank. Meadsy, yes, it is a very nice tank. So 12,500 gold. When I see the price of that, I thought, you know what, that is actually really, really good. Obviously, you're still going to get some people that are going to moan. They're either going to moan that it's 12,500 gold and it's too much, or they're then going to moan that it's cheap and there is full of these. The tier 8 is going to be full of these. Because if I didn't own the tank and I see it for sale for 12,500 gold, I would definitely buy this tank. But of course, it is your money. You do whatever you want. 12,500 gold is still a lot of gold. It's still a lot of money to spend on a game. I'm not sure roughly how much 12,500 gold is in pounds or euros or dollars. But it's, I mean, the standard, I think the standard for a tier 8 is around the 10k, around the 10k mark. So for 12,500 gold, I mean, look at the WZ120 1FT, which hasn't come for gold yet. It's only ever come in the Christmas fair and for money, and it's around £48, which is a lot of money. That is a lot of money for that tank. This, for me, is just as good. This tank is just as good. It's not completely OP, but it's not completely useless. So 4k damage again there, almost 4k, 95,000 credits. We do manage to get the mastery badge as well. So we're going to move on to our last battle, and we're watching the Tankin, and his name is actually really funny. It's the Tankin _WI. And when he sent this to me, I asked him, like, what does the W, because the Tankin we or Y, and what it's supposed to be is the Tankin Wizard, but he accidentally just clicked OK for his name when he was WI, and it accepted his name. So unfortunately for him, he couldn't finish his name, which was quite funny. I don't know how it happens, but so he's now got to live with that if he doesn't want to change his name, use the gold to change his name. So we're just going to call him Wizard. People call him Wizard, so we're going to call him Wizard. So he's going to push the left side of Naval Frontier, I think this map is, and already he has spotted the Tiger P, the WZ, and the SP1C. And you can see here now, the SP1C is easily going to penetrate him, easily. Now, from the tanks that are behind the Tiger, the WZ, etc., he might be hull down, but because of this SP1C is a bit further forward, he can easily see that front plate. So if you're getting penned from a light tank in tier 7 and he wasn't using gold, I don't think he'd done 240 or so damage, then for me that's not really OP. I mean, you can call tanks OP, you can call any tank is OP in the right position. If you can get a tank, each tank, there's certain tanks that do really, really well in certain positions. Think of T110 E3s. If you can get that on a ridge, then it's amazing. It is completely amazing. If you can get a Badger on a ridge, it is completely amazing. And this is the same. If you can get this not so much on a ridge, but hold down so it only shows your turret. And again, there's another pen from the SP1C. So if you can get this hold down, you can side scrape in this thing, you can really pump out some damage, and you can get some block damage. Now, Wizard here, he's going to block quite a bit of damage, and he's going to get quite a bit of damage. So there is one tank down. The SP1C is still alive, just about. He is going to get, nope, the SP1C is dead, sorry. So that now leaves the Tiger P and the Tiger 2 to his left, and the WZ is now in the middle. So I love this shot on the Tiger. He's just going to wait for that turret shot, and he does get that shot in on the turret. So he's now going to back up again behind this rock, and he's going to side scrape from the WZ, side scrape from the tanks to the left, and the medium tanks could probably get some shots in on him. But I think they're dealing with another light tank around that corner. So he gets that shot on the WZ-110, puts the WZ-110, and now he is going to start making his move. The Tiger P is full health. The Tiger 2 he's not got that much hit points left. And now that was a bad shot, but the WZ is now dead. So they need to push. There's only 2 tanks around here as far as we can see. The Tiger is a 2-shot, so they need to start rushing these 2 tanks. So again, that accuracy there on the turret, he hit the turret and he managed to penetrate. So the accuracy is very, very good. It's very good, probably too good. And as I've said, if I was going to nerf this tank at all, I mean, I don't think Wargaming are going to nerf it. It's a premium, it's not a collectible. They don't like nerfing even collectibles, so I don't think they're going to nerf it. And considering it's come for sale for 12,500 gold, I even don't think it's doing that well stat-wise. I'm not sure. I haven't even checked the stats. But usually, if a tank is really OP, then Wargaming would sell it for a bit more money. But they haven't. I mean, it's cheaper than it first was. The WZ has been, I think it was more expensive the last time when it come for sale than the first time it was round. Where this is much more cheaper. It's much more cheaper. So I don't know, as I've said, I don't know how it is doing stat-wise. But for it to come cheaper than it originally was, and for gold, it can't be doing that well. It can't be doing that well. Or Wargaming just didn't sell enough of them. So now, Wizard is on his own against 2 tanks. He's on his own against a Comet, which, to be honest, the Comet hasn't got amazing pen at all. And the T-54 Mod 1 hasn't got amazing pen. But when you've got 2 mediums, 2 quick mediums, especially the Comet with great DPM against the heavy, you still need to be very cautious, even if you are in a heavily armoured tank like the 252U. Now, you can see he really wants to go for the T-54 Mod 1 because he's a one-shot. But he has to make do with getting some damage on the Comet. Now, I love what he's doing here. He's not just rushing, he's backing up, and he's just bringing the tanks to him. He's not going to rush the tanks, the 2 tanks left. He is just bringing them out to him, which is fantastic play. He's on 4k damage, 3 kills. He gets that shot again on the Comet, which now pulls the T-54 Mod 1 forward. And now he can just get around, do a little bit of a ram. He's got the APCR loaded because the T-54 Mod 1 is very heavily armoured for a medium tank. And he manages to clear him, which will now just leave this Comet, which he couldn't help himself. He wanted to get behind him just to get some damage. And the Wizard is now going to take him out for his 5th and final kill. So 3,200 block damage, which is a bit insane. And he finishes on 5,000 damage, and he gets the ace. So 138,000 credits earned as well. Kolobanov, Steel Wall, A gets the lot. So that is the Object 252U. Again, as I've said many times, if you've got 12.5k gold, this is definitely worth thinking about buying. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I'm Meadsy69, and I'll catch you soon. Bye bye.